Hi, thanks for watching today's video. I'm Brian, the Finance Ninja. I don't want to waste your time, so let's get to it. In today's video, we're talking about NIO's surge recently. Can it continue? Let's discuss. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Guess what? NIO surged another 5.4% today to $53.10. That is a huge jump from May 10th when they were priced at $33.42. That is massive. So, what is going on? What is going on is that NIO has had a barrage of good news coming out. It was only a matter of time before the stock market reacted. Let's get into the new news and NIO's future prospects. Just look at that growth. A double from 2019, and analysts are expecting another double this year. That's massive. Analysts expect NIO to charge ahead with a revenue gain of 110% this year. I mean, that's just huge, guys. That is huge. Even among growth companies, that is massive. That's more than I expect from Tesla, which is around 100%. Granted, NIO is a much smaller company than Tesla. Much smaller. But this is still a huge number. And actually, I expect a bigger growth next year than analysts expect. Analysts only expect 64%. I think they could clock in another 100% gain, especially as the chip supply shortage alleviates. Price per sales of 18.66, that's high for a normal company, but not one growing over 100% this year. The price per sales is down from 27.67 at the start of this year, so NIO's stock price is more attractive now than it was then. So what's the new news? Well, number one, according to this article, NIO will surpass Tesla as China's top EV maker. That's quite the claim. Let's read more. It says, the reality is that NIO is verging on dominating the EV market in China and Hong Kong, the money manager and commentator Louis Navellier says. NIO shares rose Monday after Louis Navellier, chief investment officer of money manager Navellier, said the Chinese electric car maker will surpass Tesla in China. Another electric vehicle company will eventually displace Tesla as the biggest manufacturer of EVs in China, he wrote in a commentary. I'm talking about NIO. The reality is that this company is on the verge of dominating the EV market in China and Hong Kong. Again, that is quite the claim, and Tesla is quite the competitor, so we will see. He goes on to say that NIO will win because it is the next generation car company, utilizing the latest technologies in connectivity, autonomous driving, and artificial intelligence. Well, for one, I do not agree with him on this. If NIO is to win China, it will be because of home field advantage and assistance from the Chinese government, which it is currently receiving from Hubei. The reason I also do not agree with this statement is, honestly, Tesla is the leader in connectivity, autonomous driving, and artificial intelligence. Nobody will beat Tesla, and claiming anybody else will, at right now, is nonsense. Especially from what I consider AI Day a couple days ago. From Andre. And then earlier this month, NIO announced its new brand called Gemini to launch next year. This quells rumor of a cheaper model. It's a luxury brand. We will see what they plan to do with it, since it sounds very similar to NIO's current lineup. NIO already is a luxury car manufacturer, so introducing another luxury brand seems odd. Okay, reading the article. Ma Lin, NIO's corporate public relations director, added in a Weibo post that the Gemini project will still target the premium market. Let me clarify that this will not be a budget product. NIO will maintain its high-end positioning, Ma said. Last month, NIO's contract manufacturer Anhui Jianghuai Automobile Group, JAC, announced a bid for the construction of an assembly line for the project, sparking speculation that NIO would launch an entry-level model. According to the statement, annual production capacity is expected to be 60,000 units. Let's look at that, 60,000 units. Entry-level models are not projected to sell 60,000 units per year. That's just crazy. 60,000 units would be for a luxury brand. So I don't know what the original article is talking about that mentioned an entry-level brand. I mean, this is clearly luxury, not entry-level. NIO delivered 6,711 vehicles in the month of May, a jump of 95% year on year. That's massive. At the same time, the company is accelerating its international expansion, picking Norway as the brand's first overseas market. They will start delivering the latest version of the ESA electric flagship SUV in the Scandinavian country this September. That's pretty soon, and that will start showing up in the results shortly. Citi did an upgrade in early June, and according to this article, for NIO specifically, Chung expects the company's orders backlog to increase in the second quarter, which will in turn substantially increase its revenue and market share in the second half of the year, with new products driving additional growth in 2022. Chung's upgrade is a big part of why the stock is up today. Please note, this is in early June, and the price upgrade in early June was from $57.60 to $58.30. That's barely an upgrade. Continuing the article, so they talk about the global chip shortage. That is no surprise, as NIO had warned auto investors in April that it expected chip-related production disruptions in the second quarter. The good news, there was some, is that NIO reiterated its upbeat guidance for second quarter deliveries, as it expects to be able to make up some of the differences in June. The company still expects to deliver between 21,000 and 22,000 vehicles in this quarter, roughly double its year-ago total. Again, that is a massive jump. Given that NIO delivered 13,000 vehicles in April and May, that guidance implies deliveries of a little bit below 8,000 and a little bit below 9,000 deliveries in June, which would be an increase between 109% and 136% from June 2020, and a record month for the company. That's the key part, a record month for the company. That means they're growing fast. Then Citi did a second upgrade in the same month. Now it's to $72 per share. Now this is the real upgrade. So it says NIO tracks slightly higher after Citi keeps a buy rating on the EV stock and increases its price target to $72 from $58.30. The Citi confidence is based on the expectation for NIO to see robust shipment volume in June and record sequential volume gains in Q3 and Q4. The key to a stock's price is where the company's financials will be in the future. That means that future growth is very important. Future growth for NIO comes from two areas. First is NIO Park, being built in Anhui Province in China right now. This facility is massive. Just look at that picture. Look at it. It's huge. It's nearly 17,000 acres. It will have manufacturing, R&D centers, supply manufacturing, offices, etc. This facility will produce 1 million cars per year, and it's beautiful. It's actually named after the airport in Hefei, not the company. So that means it's actually owned by the city, not by NIO the company. So that means that it can possibly have multiple companies working under it, but right now NIO is the main EV maker on contract for NIO Park. The second catalyst for future growth is international expansion. As mentioned, NIO will soon be expanding into Norway, and then from there, the rest of Europe. The key to NIO continuing its upward trajectory will be its delivery numbers, which should release tomorrow, and the quarter 2 numbers, which will help determine the long-term trajectory of the stock moving forward. I'm looking for good numbers, but short-term predictions elude me sometimes. I'm a long-term investor, so long-term predictions I'm usually spot on. And in the long term, NIO has a very bright future. Get early access to my videos, instant trade notifications, access to my spreadsheets, and more by joining my Patreon. The link is in the description. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.